Howdy gang, Frankie Dave, back again on YouTube. This evening YouTube, I had the final reveal of Alex and Aaron's Buddy Build featuring the F4U Corsair. I've got my Corsair all finished and ready. I got 37 hours logged in and a building time on it. I just finished the build about 3 hours ago, so I'll let it dry before I show the final finished product. As to the build was a very easy build, very good build. Excuse me, and a very short build at that. Alex got his done. Congratulations you, Alex. You did a very wonderful job on your Corsair, sir. Mine's done, so we're waiting for Aaron to get his finished, and he probably have his done pretty shortly. Before I go any more on the kit, I'd like to be able to thank Aaron and Alex for letting me join in the Buddy Build. And it's been a very enjoyable short build, and I really enjoyed myself immensely. And thank you very much, Aaron. Thank you very much, Alex. God bless you guys. Okay, boys, right back to the build again. The build is all done, and it was a very simple build. It wasn't too hard to build. I should have no problem attacking the kit. It's not a bad kit. I bought it for $20 down there at my hobby shop, and so far, my knowledge and knowing about the kit itself in general, I guess Minicraft or Academy must have released 3 different kits, 3 different releases of the kit, and each one of those kits differ from each other from the first release. And so mine just replicates Gregory Boyington's LuLu Belle, and she's all finished. She's flown out of the New Georges, New Brits Islands out there, off of Santa Rita, Espiritu, and it was a very wonderful airplane at the time. And F4U Corsair was very feared by the Japanese, and again, your superiority. And so by shortly before the end of World War II, the Corsair was regarded as support aircraft for ground troops only, since they not the shootout out there. No Japs to shoot down, so they'd be able to use it for ground support only, and it done the job very well. And that was when the birth of napalm was used. Okay, boys, right now the camera's friendly, and we're going to go over there and to the other camera. We're going to take a look-see and see what's shaking on the Lazy Susan. So you boys stay clear right there, and here we go. We'll take a look at the LuLuBelle. Okay, fellas, here she is. Here's LuLuBelle right here, and she's all finished. Split in the color of blue-gray, non-specular blue on top. On the surface is non-specular white. Prop painted all flat black with yellow cuffs. Oleo struts on the landing on the undercarriage has all been painted white, and I use a wash of black on it to bring out the details to it. And here she is in her splendid scheme of Pappy Boyington's LuLuBelle. This is the first production run of the F4U 1D Corsair. It came out as late in 1942, and by April of 1943, the star and bar had a red borderline on it, instead of the blue on it. And this is here shortly right before they done that. And this aircraft was stationed at BMF 247, which is Boynton's Bastards. And he was, this is LuLu right here. And it was stationed in the New Georges Islands, Santa Rita Expo. And LuLuBelle was shot down by 1945, right before the war's end. And Pappy Boyington was picked up at I-96, taken to a concentration camp, and served the remainder of the war there. Pappy Boyington was a very colorful fella, a very tough man. He was a studious wrestler, and he was a pugnacious fighter. He always, this guy was an alcohol magnet. The only downfall Pappy did, he drank all the time. He drank anything from rubbing alcohol and grapefruit juice and orange juice. He would also drink GI Gin, which is drinking gasoline. And anything he could find, he was an alcohol magnet. Anything he'd find it. and that was pretty much his demise, and his health really decreased as he became elderly. He was 77 years old. He passed in 1988. He was buried with full military honors at Arlington National Cemetery in Washington, D.C. Pappy Boynton was married twice, lost both marriages. On the other side of it's painted, you can see, non-specular white. The wheel wells are painted interior green. The outer wing panels were painted blue-gray. A very clean build, guys. I got 37 hours logged in this thing. And it goes right after this video. This goes right back into a box. Seal it up. Put it down in the basement. It'll probably never be opened again. It might be just there until I pass away one of these days. And be a surprise for anybody who wants to open up them boxes. So LuLuBelle goes in the box after this video. Again, folks, a novice should have no problem at all assembling this kit. A very easy model to build. And yours truly right there. Give me a stamp of approval and give you guys a little wave right there, and we'll come back in and finish up right here. We'll go back and finish up the video. And the instructions are very strange because look at Alex's kit, Aaron's kit. There's 2 different kits. This is 3 different kits. And there's extra parts on there on the kit itself that I don't know where they go. Don't show it on the instructions. So it must go on a later production run. They did it first. As you can see, non-specular blue on top. You got your blue-gray in the sides, all feathered in. F4U Corsair, the Bot Corsair. The Whistling Death, the bent winged bird. The Japanese were very feared of this airplane, and they knew the war was over with this thing came out. Top speed is 427 miles an hour. The F4U Corsair. It had a double row 2,800 horsepower double Wasp engine, Pratt Whitney, and she was a very fast airplane. It was all liquid injection engine, fuel and all fuel injection too. And this is a land-based marine fighter aircraft. The shipboard aircraft was painted the same way LuLuBelle is. I think Pappy Boynton will approve of this. It's a beautiful airplane, guys, without no mistake about it. And I'd like to thank Aaron again. Also, Alex, let me join the Buddy Build. I can't stress it anymore. It's always an honor to participate in your fellows' builds out there. Alex did a wonderful job in his. His is fixed the Korean War F4U. Pappy Boynton carried no ordnance at all. Air support has been achieved, and all he says is just give me the bullets, I'll take care of the rest. I don't need no bombs or no napalm. Okay, boys, I'm going to swing over the next video and we'll close it out. And I'm glad you guys enjoyed this build, and I'm having a blast building it. And we'll swing over the next video. And I'll do it right there, fellas. Okay, fellas, I'm glad you like that right there. That's the complete reveal of Alex's and Aaron's buddy build featuring the F4U Corsair. There's LuLuBelle in her entirety right there. So that concludes that. So all I got left is my songbrew, which is my personal build. I'll probably have a couple pictures there. I'll probably have another video that probably by tomorrow evening sometime. Probably at the priming stage. Like a lot of fellows out there, you know, like a little short technical note though before I close up my video right here. A lot of fellows say, Frank, why 4 coats of primer for? Fellas, I'll tell you one thing: 1 coat of primer don't do it. A lot of modelers, they prime as they build, they go along and fix. That's okay right there. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's their style. That's how you do it. But my style is totally different. I used to build desktop models years ago. Well, I got a service. I used to work for Rick Tyson. He more or less specialized in desktop models. And I used to take those things, and they're mostly out of wood. And I'd sand them down real good and prime them. I put about 4 or 5 coats of primer on there. And the reason being putting more than 1 coat of primer on there, fellas, because it fills in a lot of sanding scratches that's left behind from wet and dry sandpaper. When if you sand it dry, or you sand it wet, there's going to be some minute scratches you can't see too good on there. But if you only apply one coat of primer on there with an airbrush or an aerosol can, whatever it is, whatever your favorite primer is, it won't do it because that paint will flatten out, it'll dry real quick. But it won't seal the seams and it won't seal the scratches. So when a model is done, the first thing I do is I spray the model with a primer first. I look around for it. If I can see during the first coat of primer, if I can see any scratches in there or any imperfections like sinkage of the filler where you fill the seams in, or any gaps like that that's left there, it's got to be refilled. You got to refill it with your filler putty of choice. Then once it dries, you go back wet and dry sandpaper. I always use a wet method, or you use dry, whatever you do. And that's all that the first coat of primer is good for, is just to show imperfections of your work. Then once it's refilled, once it's done, you give it a last sand again. Then you give it 2 or 3 another primer coat, and it was good. Give 2 more coats of primer on there, and it also makes the finished color more pliable, and brings out the hues of the colors all evenly, and it fills in. So the best primer in the world to use, if you're really into, especially aluminum aircraft, always use aluminum primer or white primer or gray primer. Those are the only 3 primers that you can use that really shows in the imperfections. So the reason being, 4 coats of primer is just make sure that your seams are already filled, that fills in your seams, it fills in all the scratches, the whole model is smooth as a baby's bomber. And once it's all smooth, you're ready for your finished color. And that's that. Okay, boys, right now it's time to get out the video right here, right now. I just got done showing you my final reveal. I'm very glad you guys enjoy it. And I'd like to thank everybody out there for tuning in. And your comments are always welcome. I love everybody out there. You guys are wonderful fellas. You guys give me great comments. And Alex and Aaron, one more time again, I'd like to thank you very much for letting me participate in your group build. It was very enjoyable. And my end is done, so right now Freddie's going to start some kind of World War II, a Pacific group build coming up. So once it gives you the green light now, I'll go ahead and start my Belly or Cobra. That'd be a good candidate for that. And I got to get my Arizona going. I got to get going, folks. I've been very, very tardy and very, very truant on the construction of my Arizona, so I want to get it done by December 7th of this year. And so I got plenty of time for that. So probably next week I'll probably start my Arizona build. I'll start that and then go on to something else too to supplement that. So one more time again, folks, I'd like to thank everybody out there for tuning in, and may God bless. And happy modeling, and please subscribe. And we'll catch you on the next YouTube, fellas. Bye, boys. Take care, fellas. Bye now, man.